Good morning, students. Today our 12th standard biology topic is life cycle of Plasmodium. Plasmodium vivax is a diagenic parasite involving the two coast. Okay? It involving the two coast, man as the secondary coast is female Anopheles. So first coast is man and second one is female Anopheles mosquitoes as the primary coast. Okay, man is a second coast and female Anopheles mosquitoes is a primary coast. Two type of coast are present in the Plasmodium vivax. Okay. That's why it is called diagenic parasite. Okay. The life cycle of Plasmodium involves the three phases. Namely, first one is zygosony, chemosony, and sporogony. Okay. The parasite first enter the human. First of all, the parasite enter in the human bloodstream through the bite of the infected female Anopheles. At the female Anopheles mosquitoes biting at the time, it will be affected the man. Okay. As it is feed, the mosquitoes injected the saliva containing the sporocyte. The sporocyte within the bloodstream immediately enter the hepatic cell of the liver. Then it will be entered into the liver of the human. Okay. Then further in the liver they undergo multiple asexual fission. Then it will be further undergo multiple asexual fission. That name is called zygosony and produce a merozoite. After releasing from liver cell, the merozoite penetrate the RBC. Okay. Inside the RBC, the merozoite begin to develop as unicellular trypocyte. The trypocyte grows in size and the central vacuole develop and pushing them to one side of the cytoplasm and become the signet. Then it will be going to RBC. Then it will be begin develop. Okay, develop into the unicellular trypocyte. Then trypocyte grow into size and the central vacuole, and then it will be develop after it will be pushing them one side of the cytoplasm and become the second ring stage. Okay, the trypocyte nucleus then divided asexually produced the zygosome. Okay, then the large zygosome shows a yellowish brown pigment kernel is called Sipner's kernel. Okay, the zygote become a large size, then it will be converted into zygospinous kernel. Then zygosome divided into produce mononucleate merozoites evenly. The erythrocyte lysis releasing the merozoite and the chemo sending toxin into the bloodstream and infected the other erythrocyte. One of the toxin are produced, that name is called chemosine. Then it will be entered into the bloodstream to infect the other erythrocyte. Lysis of red blood cell result in cycle of fever and other symptoms. Then erythrocyte stage is repeat itself approximately every 48 to 72 hours or longer depending on the species of Plasmodium involved. The sudden release of merozoite triggers the attack to RBC. Occasionally, merozoite differentiate into macrometazoite and micrometazoite. Okay. Then when these are injected by the mosquitoes, they develop into male and female gamete respectively. In the mosquitoes cut, the infected erythrocyte lies and the male and female gamete fertilized to them the diploid cyclone, that is called ooginate. The mosquitoes cut, inside the mosquitoes cut, the infected erythrocyte lies and the male and female gamete fertilized to form a diploid zygote, name is called ooginate. Then ooginate migrate towards the mosquito's cut wall and develop into the oogocyte. Then the ooginate then migrate to then it will be entered into the mosquito's cut. Then it will be developed into oogocyte. The oogocyte undergoes meiosis by the process called sporogony to form a sporozoite. This sporozoite migrate to the salivary gland of the mosquito. The cycle is now complete, and when the mosquitoes bites another human host, the sporozoite are injected and the cycle begins a new. Okay, the new cycle at another time produced. Okay, the pathological changes caused by the malaria affected not only erythrocyte but also the spleen and other visceral organ. Incubation period of malaria is about 12 days. The early symptoms of malaria are headache, nausea and muscular pain. The classic symptom for develop the synchronized release of merozoite, chemosine toxin and erythrocyte debris into the bloodstream, resulting in the malarial paroxysm. Shivering, chills, high fever followed by a sweating. Fever and chills are caused by partially by natural toxin. The induced macrophages release the tumor-necrosis factor and interleukin. Prevention. How to prevent? It is possible to break the transmission cycle to killing the insect vector. Mosquitoes lay their egg in the water larvae catch and develop into water, breathe air moving the surface. Oil can be sprayed over the water surface to make the impossible for mosquito larvae to prepare to breathing. Okay. Then the open water, some of the oil can be sprayed. It will be kill the larvae stage. Okay. Then type of malaria. What are the type of malaria? Cost evasion and duration of. First one is type of malaria. Number one is tertine, begain or vivax malaria. Cost evasion in Plasmodium vivax. Duration of erythrocytic cycle 48 hours. Then second one is quartine malaria, Plasmodium malaria. Cost evasion in Plasmodium malaria. Duration of the erythrocyte cycle is 72 hours. Then mild tertian malaria, Plasmodium ovale 48 hours. Malignant tertian or quartine malaria, cost evasion is plastic falciparum. Duration of erythrocyte cycle 36 to 48 hours. Today, homework is life cycle of Plasmodium. Thank you, students.